On the 30th of August 2025, officers responded to a private construction site in the Pacific Northwest for trespassing. The subject claimed court-ordered authority over the property, refused to leave, and was arrested for criminal mischief after throwing an object at the officer's vehicle.
Asshole! Some asshole told me to leave my job site. Now I can. But not worrying about you guys stealing my stuff. I'm doing it the other sites. Oh, now we have a night shift security guard.
Just move the stuff. So it's gonna be okay.
You want to be locked in here?
No, I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay.
So just leave it as it is.
Well, how am I gonna move it?
All right, Brian.
How am I gonna move
Wait,
it?
second. Brian, put your hands behind your back.
You.
Put your hands behind your back.
You.
You're gonna get tased.
Here.
One running. Put your hands behind your back.
Son.
Put your hands behind your
Please,
back.
how can
Get on
I
the
help?
ground. Get on the ground right now. Get on the ground.
Yes, sir, Boston.
On the ground right now.
Your father's in the jail system.
I will take the channel.
Your father's in the jail system. I can't close the gate by myself, son. Don't
Get on the ground.
Okay, but just don't put my face in the ground like you guys always do. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I know you guys like to do this. This Jack of Diamonds means I'm not resisting.
Nope.
Jack of Diamonds. It does in most jurisdictions, sir. What am I being arrested for?
Criminal mischief at this point.
Can I? Okay, that's fine. Can I talk to Mr. Morrison?
Like I don't want to.
Can I talk to Mr. Morrison, please? Can I talk to my lawyer, Mia Booth, at the Public Defense Counsel? I didn't realize it was a stop and frisk state, so I'm trying to get my ID is out.
You realize what you just threw at my car and tried throwing at me?
I'll pay for it.
I don't care.
I didn't throw it at you, son. I threw it at your car. I can't get up in your pole.
Getting you out of the road.
I'm fine in the road.
Nope.
I don't need any more road rash, asshole.
I'm not going to have you run over.
Can we stand up? Can we stand up, or you're going to road rash me some more? I don't need any more road rash. I would prefer to stand up, sir. I'm not resisting, Jack of Diamonds. I won't play you no more. I just needed a hand closing the gate, and he couldn't help me. So I got mad.
He's going to go for criminal mischief.
Okay, fine, asshole. I didn't know you were a detective, asshole.
He's there trying to do his job. So
I know. I didn't realize it was a stop and frisk state, sir, until today. My ID's out in that boat.
They run.
No, I put this cone out because I knew there was going to be a scene. I put that cone out from over there.
Yeah, I said open up the channel.
There was a car coming, one car. There was no hazard. Other than he was going to tase me. So then it would have been taser wire across the road. I'm sure he would have hit me in the back.
Washington RCW 9A 52.08 requires only that a person remain on private property after a lawful order to leave. Civilian witness who observed the throw and a piece of rebar established probable cause for criminal mischief under RCW 9A 48.09 and Illinois v. Gates. The taser threat raises a Fourth Amendment proportionality problem under Graham v. Connor, 1989. The offense was a non-violent misdemeanor. The subject had not struck anyone. None of Graham's three factors, severity, threat, or active resistance, clearly supported electronic force at that moment. The Ninth Circuit held in Bryan v. MacPherson 2010 that tasing a non-threatening, non-fleeing misdemeanor subject constitutes excessive force under the Fourth Amendment.
So, he's single 20 right now.
Okay. When you got here, did you see everything that happened?
Yeah, I seen him pick up something, throw it at you.
No, it was him. Yeah, but. Okay.
And then he pulled out this metal thing over here, and I don't know what he was going to do with that.
All right. Are you willing to
provide a statement?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can take a statement from him.
Okay.
And, that'll be it.
Yeah.
And I got good binoculars. Should have brought my binoculars down with me.
Yeah.
Because they're like 75, 125.
Yeah. I'll take a sworn statement from you. I'll get your. Do you have your ID with
Oh,
you?
you know what? Yes, I did bring my.
Wonderful.
I brought my wallet.
Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, because he was carrying this. I guess it was from the makeup. Oh man.
Yeah. He's
But
crazy.
he had like a thing from the ground. And I I was watching you. Actually, things over here again.
Yeah. And then when he got here, what did you say? What happened?
What?
When he got here?
That's a conversation between him. You know, he told him, I can just tell him. I can say, you're trespassing. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm telling you now, you're trespassing.
Yeah, so they were having a conversation.
And I could basically, was that basically what it was? Because I could tell just by the arm.
Yeah.
And he was pointing over here and over there.
And then you said he threw something?
Yeah, he threw something.
Where was he about?
Picked something up over there. Like, picked up this. He pulled this out of there. But that wasn't what he threw at. It looked like a piece of rebar.
Like a piece of rebar about this big? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I'll go take a
The subject invoked his Sixth Amendment right to counsel by naming his attorney, then kept talking, admitting the throw. Under Messiah v. United States 1964, those post-invocation admissions are suppressible. No Miranda advisement is audible in the footage. Under Miranda v. Arizona 1966, custodial statements without rights advisement face suppression at trial. Officer B-, patient and methodical, but exposed by Taser proportionality under Graham, and no audible Miranda advisement post-arrest. Subject C+. Physical compliance on the ground was correct. Invoking counsel, then immediately confessing, was the most legally damaging act of the encounter. Civilian witness A-, timely, cooperative, and directly material to probable cause. The lesson: the Sixth Amendment only protects you if you enforce it. Invoking counsel, then continuing to speak, waives everything. Silence after invocation is the only legally protected position. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to watch more engaging videos on my channel.